So Black Adam is directed by Shomi Sarah and stars, of course, the biggest movie actor in the world, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, as well as Aldous Hodge, Noah Centineo, Pierce Brosnan, Quintessa Swindell, whole big cast. And this is DC's latest big superhero effort. And the plot, Kyle, I'm going to try and quickly go over this plot because
Yeah, skim over it.
it's it's probably the most bare bones plot I've seen in a while. It's probably the most least effort I've seen in a plot in a while, actually. So we start off with this really hokey narration in ancient Egypt, I think.
No.
And basically, these slaves are told to mine for this thing called Ethereum because they want to put together their king wants to put together this crown that will connect them to the underworld and have a big evil devil guy, take over and rule the world. Of course, a little hero, goes against their slave masters and gets the powers from the wizards. Yes, I'm not making this up. From wizards to have the power of Shazam-esque thing and becomes Black Adam, defeats the king, and then is buried for 5,000 years, and then is awoken by some explorers slash archaeologists slash freedom fighters. I can't really remember exactly what they are. They're one of those things. And then The Rock wakes up. Black Adam wakes up and wreaks, or does he wreak havoc on this small city? So, Kyle, what were your overall thoughts for Black Adam?
Um, okay, thank you. So my overall thoughts for Black Adam is that I'm slowly becoming done with superhero movies.
Right.
Um,
That's a great start.
yeah. I mean, this isn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I want to stress before anybody yells, MC fanboy, is that I think both studios have been equally poor this year. I think, to be honest, at the moment DC's on top with the Batman, but
Oh yeah, the Batman was
you know,
excellent, absolutely.
comparing to like Black Adam, Thor, and Doctor Strange 2, I just am like,
Mhm.
oh my god, guys, please stop, stop. So what we get with Black Adam, right, is like you say, Liz, it's a really bizarre plot when you actually kind of sit back and think about it.
It's just a plot. No, really, it's just a MacGuffin plot.
So
Big
it's
powerful thing
it's not
people
spoiler to
want.
say that the entire story basically takes place within 4 hours, 5 hours.
It could be a deer. Yeah, pretty much. It's
Well,
in
no,
the city.
it's
What's the
it's
city called again? Begins
Katak,
with,
like
Contact or something. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
I can't
basically
remember
set
what
within the
stuff is.
day in there or anything. Like it's
Yeah,
all
pretty
very
much. Yeah.
condensed and very
Yeah.
quick. This is
Yes.
where my kind of first issue comes up with it, right? Is
Uh-huh.
that a lot of people, a lot of like early reviews I saw were like, it's
Mhm.
amazing, it's non-stop action.
Yeah.
It really is non-stop, and I don't think that
Mhm.
does it any favors.
Well,
Because
non-stop is in the sense that I think there was a lot of slow-mo stopping.
oh, oh,
There's a
no,
lot
no,
of
no, 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 no,
Zack
no, no, no,
Snyder
no, 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 no,
inflections
no.
here, where stop, start,
The
do a
use
little
of
superhero
slow
pose.
motion
Yeah.
was
Hmm.
actually getting extremely annoying.
Yeah,
Where
especially
the
near
first
the end.
the
Yeah.
first action scene we get, or first major action scene we get when Black
Mm-hmm.
Adam's awakened, is very much a rip-off of the old Quicksilver scenes they did from
Yes,
the
yes,
X-Men
yes.
prequels, where
Mhm.
they would do a slow motion thing. Black Adam would like redirect rockets
Mhm.
with
Have
painted
an
black
have
in the
an
background.
old song playing in the background. Yep.
There has to be some sort of reference to his name. And so as we get on in this movie,
Mhm.
not much of it for me was enjoyable. I was
Yeah.
to say that maybe if the only thing I was to enjoy were probably
Mhm.
like the Justice Society characters to a point. Like
Right.
even then, I still
Yeah.
feel they were very quick.
Pretty
We didn't
nothing.
get much of them.
Yeah.
One
I
of
mean,
which the what was the tall guy, Atom Smasher.
yes, Atom Smasher.
It's so funny because with his humor and his mask,
Uh-huh.
it looks very. It just feels like very much like another character.
His mask looks a bit like Deadpool's. What we're getting at with the eyes.
Yeah, very much. I mean,
Yeah.
I think just the general shape of it was
Uh-huh.
what I was kind of
Yeah.
going for, and obviously his comedic timing. But yeah, I mean, the dialogue in this film
Oh
is
my
is
god,
possibly
the
one of the
script.
worst
Uh-huh.
I've seen ever.
It's
Like,
literally no. I said this to you coming out because when we did our Lord of the Rings review, I said I felt like an AI
yes,
wrote
you
some
did.
of this script, and I went, I'm so sorry because I would not be surprised if they just got a robot to write the script because it's the most cliched, samey. Just you've seen this a million times before. It's all like, oh, the fate of the world rests in your hands, sort of stuff. Oh, I'm not a hero. It's just like, oh, Kyle, do you remember? There's this annoying kid character in the film, guys, but they even go over the bit where it's like, oh,
Oh,
you need to have a catchphrase and stuff like that. And I'm like, Thor just did this. What is with this whole thing where it's like superheroes need to have catchphrases? This isn't a thing anymore. What are you talking
see
about?
that
Like, and
child.
I said this to you as well. This
Oh,
feels like an early 2000s late 90s version of what they would try to make a superhero movie until like they actually started trying to make superhero movies more interesting and more complex with like Blade and X-Men, and then like even though it was obviously cheesy and comic book, he still had serious and dramatic moments in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, and
yeah.
then evolving the genre in Iron Man, Dark Knight, Spider-Verse. It feels like they've just, it's because comic book movies are now so successful. It feels like we can just be lazy again and just write the most basic, boring, cliched script, whatever, throw the rock in it and it's going to make money. Like, it's
You know,
just, there is
it's funny
absolutely
because
nothing here.
I
Mhm.
feel this film has been on development, or like at least on the idea of Warner Brothers, for almost like over a
Uh,
decade. Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
The
sure
Rock's
it
been
was
wanting
like
to get this made for years and
2009
years and years.
was like the first
Yeah.
mention of this.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it eventually happens. Now, there was talk when they did the Shazam film in 2019, 2017, I can't remember,
2019, yeah.
2019, that he was going to appear in that, because obviously the idea is that he's connected to the Shazam comics.
Yeah.
And then it was like, no, we're going to make it into his own film. And you're like, right, you've had all this time, and you give us the most generic script ever.
Yeah.
I want to move on
Absolutely.
to the action and the visuals, right? Because
Okay.
I wasn't particularly a big fan of the visuals, right?
No. I think it's messy. I think it is messy.
I think it's
Visually.
messy. It's very jarring. I don't know if it felt like it obviously, because of the kind of setting that they're in. It's
Uh-huh.
very kind of sandy and that kind of browny color.
Yeah, they've put like a warm filter over, like
Yeah.
a golden filter over the film. Yes, color
And that just-
color corrected it. Yeah.
Yeah, it just I didn't think it looked nice. I think there were some scenes that really
Yeah.
the visual
No,
effects weren't great.
no,
the
even
the main
just-
villain, that was brilliant.
Oh, we'll get
As
to
in-
that. Like even just from like a color gradient cinematography perspective, some of it's really overexposed. Like it's really like white, and it's just like, guys, that doesn't really look natural. And like you said, Doctor Fate and the big villain in the end, I couldn't even tell you what his name is just they look like PS4 game characters. Like they don't look
when I
good.
came out of the film, I remember I said to you, that film reminded me of like those early days live action Call of Duty trailers, where they would like shove
No,
live
they
action
look like
people.
live action game, CGI game trailers that they
Yeah,
have to.
That's exactly what it reminded me of.
Exactly. It's
Now-
just it's terrible looking.
Sabak, that was the villain, the demon.
Thank you. Yeah.
Him. I forgot about that. So, yeah, wait, let me think what else I want to think of it. That child I genuinely despise of all my life.
Yeah. Because what
He
they
was-
do, they
he
have
was
this
meant to be,
child
like-
character.
The DC fans, I feel like.
Yeah, no, he's a boy with like he's got Superman posters, Aquaman posters, Wonder Woman, Batman and stuff all in his room. He's a big superhero fan, and they try and use him as a character to sort of like give a Black Adam an emotional, an emotional character to sort of bounce off and sort of ground him to reality and make him more relatable. I
Yeah.
guess that's the point of this character, and make him, have a little moral conscience and he wants to help and save this kid and stuff. But by God, it's just this is what I mean. It's just why this is what I mean by the 90s thing. It's like this is like a dated thing. It's like you don't need that. And it also reminded me of like Deadpool 2. One of the weakest aspects of that was like having that kid character because they wanted to have an emotional counter character to Deadpool because he lost his girlfriend, so they wanted to have him, an emotional ground point. So they do the same thing here, and it's like this is just so dated. You don't need to do this. Like, why is he here? And it's just annoying. And it just, oh,
I want to
terrible.
say that everybody is going on about how amazing the action is.
Hmm.
It's very bland.
It's just no. All it is just big superhero, big superpowered people
Uh
who just punch and crash into each other, and just
you
explosion,
have
some colorful Doctor
explosions.
Fate
Yep.
golden shit, and it's nothing you haven't seen before. There's nothing new or interesting about this action. There's nothing even exciting about it because the story is so cliched and the characters are so cliched that there's just absolutely nothing to be taken from it. Like I don't I genuinely am getting baffled. I'm like, is this seriously what people want now? Like, just
Yes,
the
apparently.
same stale film that just goes through the motions of the most basic superhero movie possible. It's like everything. There's absolutely nothing original or interesting or new here. No cool ideas. There's not like I said. The CGI's messy. The action's messy. I know I'm just going around in circles here, but really, I don't understand why this is what we want. Is this what audiences want forever? Because this is going to make money, and like, oh, we can just be lazy with it again. We can just be lazy with these superhero movies, and everyone will go see them because there's nothing here. There's absolutely nothing here.
No,
I'm sorry, rant,
no,
but there isn't.
I think you're right. Right.
Mhm.
What I would like to, I mean, is this non spoilers?
Do you want to get to
Well,
the
no,
spoil? Do you want to
well,
spoil anything here?
I want to kind of talk about what I think DC were trying to do with this film, being
Hmm.
that last 20 seconds we saw,
Hmm. I
right?
think everyone knows. Everyone knows
Right.
what the last 20 seconds are.
So the post credit scene, if you don't want to know, don't listen.
Yeah.
Superman shows up at the end, right?
Hmm.
And it's Henry Cavill and Superman for about literally 5 seconds. Now this kind of got leaked when the film had like a Mexico showing. Now I think I'm very sus about that as well because I'm pretty sure, like, I think that was done on purpose. Uh,
Yes.
I think that was extremely done on
Hmm.
purpose because I think that was the
Hmm.
only way they were going to get a lot of people to come and see this film.
Yeah.
And there was kind of insiders from the industry saying that that scene was only added in like September. We also know that
Hmm.
Amanda Waller was
Hmm.
what was the actress plays Amanda Waller
Viola
again?
Davis.
Viola Davis. Thank you. She reprises her role again,
Mm.
which
For
apparently
like
was
two
also
minutes.
added very late on as well,
Yeah. Hmm.
which makes sense according with this cameo.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I'm 99% sure DC have only done that just so this film
Mhm.
gets traction.
Yeah. No, but that's what I mean, Kyle. It's like they're trying to build their DCAU brand again. They're saying The Rock has even come out and said this is our phase one and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, you've already tried this, and it feels like we're getting a 2016 DC film again with Suicide Squad and Batman vs Superman. Just these terrible, messy films that they're just nothing. There's really nothing to them. And well, Batman vs Superman, to be fair, did Zack Snyder did try and have something interesting in that film. I'll give him that. But Suicide Squad is a terrible, terrible film. And it's like, why are we going back to doing this again? You've already succeeded with your Wonder Woman, your Aquaman, your the Batman, your Joker. You've already succeeded with these more interesting, visually interesting and idea-driven comic book films. So why are you going back to these cliched basic pictures and once again, like you're saying, they're adding all this stuff last minute, just like they did in 2016. It's like we're literally going insane here.
I know.
You know?
It's
Mhm.
anyway.
I
Not
guess
that
I guess
talking crap
we
session.
should. And like I said, I refuse to believe Batgirl was worse than this film.
Oh,
I'm sorry, there's no
yeah.
way.
I saw him.
It can't. I mean,
What was
maybe
it?
there's obviously a possibility, but
Michael Keaton confirmed he got paid $2 million for
for a film that's been
that.
deleted.
His
Uh,
exact words were glorified cameo, and he got paid $2 million.
Jesus Christ. Well,
Nice
let's
job,
just
Warner
get to
Brothers.
scores. Let's just get to scores, I guess. Kyle, what are you giving Black Adam?
Like, oh man, a 2 or 3.
A 2 or 3. Yeah, I have to agree. This is a 2 for me. Look, and you can say, Lewis, look, it's just a big fun action movie. Stop taking it so seriously. It's not meant to be that deep. Just turn your brain off and watch it. I would be able to do that if the action was good, but it's not. It's just CGI mess with just explosions and super big punchy guys. Like I don't care.
Can I end with a quote for you?
Yes, you can. Oh, and we should add that Kyle got into But he caused a lot of controversy on Twitter by voicing his opinions on the film.
I may have done. I got this reply on Twitter, and I'm gonna read it to you because it's just what says what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I gave my opinions in response to a certain Twitter user who I won't announce, and this guy replied saying, "Cause we don't show up to a Dwayne Johnson movie expecting Shawshank Redemption. We just want to see this motherfucker blow shit up and kick ass. Just like I don't expect amazing script when I go watch an Arnold movie. What the fuck do you think you're going to get? Yes, because Terminator didn't have a good script. That's true. I forgot about that.
No, you're right. Terminator 2
Terminator
2 isn't one of the best action films ever made. You know,
no, with actually like a good script and
an
good
interesting story.
Characters. So thank you for that amazing response. But yes.
Well, there you go. Well, guys, that was our
films.
Black Adam review. Please tell us what you think in the comments below, and we'll see you later. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, why not subscribe to the Unwanted Opinion YouTube channel? We have new reviews and podcast episodes every single week. So subscribe now and don't miss our unwanted opinions.